team, welcome back. This is the first episode of our project, The Persistent Progression. And today we're going to talk about the squats. Yes, the most essential movement in the world, I think. Let's talk about first 5 reasons that you should be squatting. The top 5 important reasons. First one is really helpful for your joint health. It makes all the joints in your body move in possible direction they are supposed to move. Your knee joint, your ankle joint, your hip joints. It's really helpful for your joints. So that's the first reason. Second reason is to think about life demand. The squats are required by life on any given point of time. If you take it, if you have to sit down, you have to squat. You have to sit in the car, you have to squat and stand up. Like, it's just required by life. It's a life demand. So that's second important reason you should do it. The third important reason is that it's very easy to do it. You can do it anywhere you want. You can do it. It's the complexity of this movement is so little that you do not have to have a lot of experience or guidance or somebody watching to do this correctly. You can do it on your own, and I'm going to teach you how to do that in the progressions. Next one is return on investment, and I think this is the most important one. I think it recruits the most important muscle group and the biggest and the largest muscle group in your body when you squat. Your hamstring, your glutes, they all work when you're squatting, and that makes a huge return on investment. Doing 30 push-ups makes only little muscle group work in upper body and may not result in the amount of work you would get from a squat. Doing a squat can get you almost a 30 squat equivalent to almost like you will not even get that amount of work done in a 60 push-ups. So the return on investment specifically for squat is huge, and that's why I think everybody should do it. Now, the last reason I think is that it is possible to do squats anywhere and anytime. You don't need to go to the gym. You don't need to be anywhere to do the squat. You can squat anywhere you want. And that's the reason it's very accessible. Anywhere, anybody, anytime. So here are your 5 reasons to get the squat done. And now I'm going to talk about how to progress in the squat. If you don't know how to do squat, no worries. This is where I come into picture now. My goal with this progressions, what I'm going to teach you next, is to give you an easy way, 3-step guide to your squat. A 3-step progression, simple and easy to your squat. Let's start with the first one. First thing I want you to do is find something to sit down. We do this all the time, every day. When you sit down, I want you to just make sure that you put your heels on the ground, point these toes outside, have these knees tracking these toes. That's where you're sitting down. I want your chest up, like you're sitting down straight, not leaning forward, just sitting down straight. From this position, I want you to stand up. Just get the hands forward and stand up. Back to the down and stand up. So right there, your progression number 1, sit down and stand up. The progression number 2 is same thing, but you're gonna control the movement. You're gonna increase the time it takes to do this movement. Well, I'm gonna position myself exactly same way. Keep my heels there. I'm gonna sit down and stand up. Now what I'm trying to do is slow. And when you do slow, you can make sure that you're pushing hips back and controlling the entire movement when you sit down. Take a relax at the bottom, sit down, and then stand up, pushing from the heels, keeping your chest up. Really important component. It can be done easily. It's comfortable height. You're able to sit down and stand up. Now the last progression, the progression number 3, is same thing again. Not making anything complicated, but I'm gonna try to pretend as if I'm sitting down. I'm just gonna go tap to the target and stand up. Watch this. I'm gonna be in this position. Go slow down, maintaining the position. I'm gonna tap and then stand up. I'm gonna keep doing this to increase my capacity. So that's your third progression. Just basic 3-step progression to get the squat. No matter who you are, a coach, an athlete, mom, or anybody who has never done a squat can start right here. Now, where do I go from here? The next step from this is to just decrease the height of it. Because when life demands squat, it doesn't necessarily gives you a height. It doesn't necessarily give you a target. Sitting down in a car may be lower than this. Sitting in the ground sometimes is lower than this. Sitting in the toilet may be lower than this. So I want you to create a capacity on that depth. And to be able to do that, you have to first get comfortable at this with those 3 progressions. And then I would like you to grab something which is a little bit lower than that. Let me grab a wall ball. I'm going to show you exact same. Now, here is the ball, med ball, which is a little bit lower height than the bench. Same progressions. I'm going to put the ball. I can increase the height of the ball also. If it's too low, I can just grab plates. I can stack up plates here and make the ball height, adjust the ball height. So start going down from the bench height very small amount at a time. Same thing, I'm going to stand. First thing I'm going to get comfortable is just sit down. Find a good spot. There's a better position, I'm going to stand up. Good. I'm going to build a capacity on the progression number 1. So your progression number 1 is to sit down to a target with all the good points of performance, heels, knees, back, standing up. Progression number 2 is to doing it slow. Same thing, just controlling it. Speed until I get the bottom. Tap down, sit, stand. So progression number 2 is just doing it slow. 3 is just pretending to sit down, tapping and standing up. Looks like this. Now go, tap, stand up. That's it, guys. 3 simple ways to get better at the squats. Anybody can do it. Go back, work on it. Let me know if you have any questions. If you like the video, subscribe to this channel and let me know in the comment what is the next movement you want to see, or what is the next thing you want to see in the progression. I'll make such a simple progression for you that it will not even feel like a big work, but you'll get better at those things. That's it for today, guys. I'll see you next episode next week.